y'all boys? It's your boss Enos, you feel me? Sheesh, I ain't did a video like this in a minute, but that's okay. I've been trying to focus a lot more on the skits and stuff. I don't really want to do too much other shit, you know. But 2020 has been crazy. I know y'all know 2020 has been crazy. From a lot of racial issues that's been there for a long time. They've been there, bubbling up to the surface. Corona, people not having jobs, people trying to figure out how to pay their rent. It's crazy stuff going on in politics. A lot of these psychological operations going on, trying to trick people, trying to like confuse people. So much misinformation and miseducation and manipulation going on right now. And it gets hard. I understand that because I be struggling too. But I mean, the channel's like 30 subs away from 1K. You know, we still been putting the work in. 10 videos a month. I mostly kept to that goal up until around like June when a lot of stuff started popping up. It started really like messing with my mental a little bit. I'm not giving up. You know, I know some of y'all probably noticed like I slowed down a little bit with the videos, but you know, don't worry. I'm doing good. I haven't given up. I still got hella ideas. You know what I'm saying? We still on the path. We still on our journey. Like this shit is not stopping anytime soon. It's really interesting being on a journey like this. You're really putting all bets on you, and you're investing in yourself. You're believing in yourself, but ain't nobody gonna do that for you. So really, it should just be you. You know what I'm saying? Because who's gonna invest in you if you're not investing in yourself? I said that before in one of the motivational videos, I think. And like when it comes to me, like how I grew up, I really had no role models for real. I wasn't in nothing. I was by myself. I was alone type shit. I was locked in the house, couldn't go nowhere. All my Haitians know I'm talking about. The 3 L's, l'école, la caille, l'église. I was at home, I was at church, or I was at school. And all three of them environments wasn't really like positive places for me. You know what I'm saying? Really, I shouldn't have came out the way that I am. But hey, greatness prevails. But I say all that to say, some of the people I were able to like look up to, I guess you could say, or like people that like inspired me, or people that, you know, instilled a groundwork of like, kind of like how the way I think sometimes. There's a couple of those people. And some of them I haven't met yet. Some of them I'll never be able to meet. And the reason I say that is because one of those people passed away to the other side last night. Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman was a really big actor. He was really good. He was really good. He was a good person and a good actor, a fantastic actor. He stood for what was right. There's one story I seen where, like, one of his first roles that he got out of college. I know he went to a couple universities for acting. Denzel Washington paid for his school. One of his first gigs, the character that they had him playing was like a racist stereotype. And when he spoke up about it, they fired him, recasted. But then that led him to other opportunities. So it's things like that that show your character. You know what I mean? That show your character. The way you act in the face of adversity. And it shows your integrity. So I mean, that shows you like and I know he probably wasn't even thinking like, oh, what I'm doing now, this could inspire other people to stand up. He was probably just like, yo, this is wrong, and you know, I'm not gonna stand for it. You know what I mean? But because he stood on it, it led him to better opportunities. So the first time I seen Chadwick Boseman was from the movie Get On Up. That came out in 2014, and I don't remember how old was I when I seen it. Probably like 2015, 2016. And as soon as I seen it, I was like, whoa, like this dude is crazy. Cause you really makes you think that he is James Brown. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a movie on the screen. I've actually been meaning to rewatch it. I'm fun to rewatch it actually soon. I would do probably later today, but I got work, so I don't know. But like it's just crazy seeing how much work that guy put in. Chadwick Boseman, crazy, and he stood for something. You know what I mean? He was very pro-black, always speaking about the issues that people face and what we got to do. So it's not like he was silent. Not like he was an activist really. You know what I mean? And he was active. He was doing it through his work, inspiring others to do what's right. But yeah, Get On Up was the first time I seen him in a movie. And then I seen him in Message to the King, and I was like, yeah, this dude is hard. That's on Netflix, y'all should go watch that. And then boom, 2015 or 2016, they announced that Chadwick Boseman playing Black Panther in Captain America Civil War. Y'all know I fuck with superheroes and shit, so when I seen that, I'm like, whoa, this dude's playing Black Panther? Sheesh, that shit crazy. Damn. And you know, like his legacy, as soon as they got Black Panther the movie made, they just took off. It took off course, some of the white people was mad. The movie wasn't even that good. This movie is racist. I'm like, yo. And by white people, I'm talking about there's a lot of like right-leaning people, really. Obviously, I'm not talking about all white people, but you know, the impact that Black Panther itself had on everyone was just it was crazy. Cause look at it this way: Black Panther is not the first black superhero. It's not the only black superhero. It's not the first black superhero to get a movie. Okay, we know that, but it's the first pretty much mainstream black superhero movie that we've gotten. You know, some people try to be like, oh, but we had Blade. Blade was not mainstream. Blade was rated R, and Blade wasn't really a superhero for real. He fights vampires. He's not a superhero. It's not the same as Black Panther. And that was like in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Black Panther was a major focal point in a major money-making franchise that's been dominated by mostly white, actually no, entirely white main actors, main characters. Not that that's a bad thing, but the lack of black is noticeable. So seeing Black Panther, like having Black Panther come out, like it was powerful for little kids. And I remember when I was a little kid, one of my favorite heroes was Static Shock. Still is to this day. Cause I was so surprised they gave him his own cartoon, and it wasn't like some dumb, like, it actually had fiber to it, moral fiber. Cause they actually tried to they didn't try to beat upon your head, but they had like, you know, real like lessons and stuff in that cartoon that you could learn from that character. You know what I mean? It was just a positive image of a black person in the media. And for some reason, some people like to like try to downplay that. Like, oh, well, we're all human beings. What does it matter? Like, bro, no. When you say that, you're ignoring the historical context of this country. The first movie that was made in this country, that was also premiered in the White House, depicted black people as crazy animals. Birth of a Nation. Look it up. I forgot who the president was at the time. Maybe it was Roosevelt. But they played it in the White House, and they held it up like it was a fantastic movie. So I don't want to hear nothing about what y'all talking about. Okay? So positive black images is a very important thing. It's very important. That's why I do a lot of stuff that I do. That's why I'm writing the book and the stories I'm writing, which, you know, I didn't really get into too much on this channel, but y'all will see in the future. The future is a very promising thing, okay? Very promising what the future's gonna hold. Just stay and wait on it, trust me. So yeah, so that's why Black Panther meant so much to people. And now he's gone. But yeah, even though he's gone now, he still left the impact on people. And I feel like we're all put here on this planet. We're all put here in this physical form to impact other people. We're all on a journey, our own spiritual journey. The powers that be try their best to make people not realize that. Me, I realized it from a young age, and I've always been different. I've always been outsider. I've always been just not like everybody else, for better or for worse. But that's made me to the person I am today, and I'm aware of what it is I'm here to do. So yeah, it's sad that Chadwick Boseman is gone, but I am glad that he could rest happy knowing that he impacted a lot of people. He was a strong dude. He was a soldier. I'm glad that his family, you know, was there with him, and they were able to release that news and not be like something like TMZ or something like that, where it was just sensationalism and everyone's going crazy. It was an official statement by his family, and boom. It was I'm sure they could, you know, hold peace in that. Chadwick Boseman was so strong, like he kept his cancer, colon cancer, like away from the public eye. He didn't tell anyone. His circle was tight, and it never leaked. Whole time, like, we got in 2016, so when Civil War came out. You know all the movies he made from 2016 to now? That's crazy. So I mean, it just goes to show you, bro, like, he really had a love for what he did and for the people that he inspired and impacted. You gotta hold your head up high and hold fast to the truth. Because I think that there's gonna come a time where a lot of people realize that there are things in this life that are bigger than them. There's a lot that can be said about this guy, bro. And throughout those 4 years, there were some times where he looked real skinny, and people were like making fun of him. Like some people said crack panther, or like, oh, there's a famine in Wakanda, just make it like, you know. But some people were concerned. I remember like, oh, are you good? Like, why are you so skinny? What's going on? And he actually made a statement, like made a video like, oh, I'm good, like I'm good, you know. But the whole time, because of treatment, he was going through cancer. Like, it's crazy. For 4 years. I guess he didn't want to distract his work with the, you know, with that news, because every time people see him, they'll be talking about it, and it'll keep, you know, even though it's, you know, you can't ignore the media, but when you're on a spotlight like that, when you're on a pedestal, you're gonna hear what people say. So I'm sure he didn't want to hear people keep crying about him having cancer, and worrying about him and gossiping about him while he's trying to work. And I feel like the age of things not being known publicly has been lost upon us. I don't know. In this day and age of social media, how everything's just going on. I wish a lot of people gave him his roses while he was alive, and they're gonna give him even more roses now that he's gone. But even though it is sad, the idea of losing somebody, you know, death is a part of life. And I'm glad it wasn't like a violent death where like someone went and killed him or something like that. Like, it's just, he came here, he fulfilled his purpose. He came and fulfilled his purpose, and he left. God took him, and that's how I be feeling, because I feel like I was put here to impact people. You know, it's why I do the things that I do. It's why I say the things that I say, because there are things in my mind that I want to create. I don't just think these things for a reason. A lot of these things I've had these since I was 12 years old. So it's coming from a genuine place, It's coming from my heart. And even with these little funny YouTube videos, it's all part of the plan, all part of the process. Because when I get to where I'm going, oh my God! Because when I get to where I'm going, those who are just not joining around, they're gonna have the privilege of hindsight, and they're gonna see that I've been what the message and what the mission has been. And to those of y'all that's watching this video a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, hello from the past. 2020, the craziest year so far that I've lived through. But it is what it is. Continue to strive. Everyone has a purpose, so I just want y'all to find your purpose. I want y'all to look me in the eyes when I say this, that I will never give up. Because I know what I was put here to do. I know why I'm here. Everyone may not know yet, but I know. I have the foresight to know what I was put here to do. But we're just going to continue striving, and we're going to get there. So God bless Chadwick Boseman's family and his legacy. As those of us that are still here in this mortal realm, let's continue to run this marathon, because we got a lot more work to do. Let us hold our heads up high while they try to use and abuse us, while outside forces try to oppress and suppress us. We got to continue to run this marathon, because we're going to get where we're trying to go, no matter what. And so those that are still watching this video right now, God bless y'all. Keep doing y'all thing. We're going to get there. Trust me. Alright, I think, yeah. I think I can end it here. I'm not really sure what else I got to say. I think that's it. You know, keep being positive. Keep impacting other people in a good way. Keep helping people. Alright. Enosh out.